is LeBron's not really getting the response he wants from the Lakers. And remember, they have new owners. They're not going to say it publicly. They're not going to disrespect him. But we've seen Rich Paul say some things publicly which would lead you to believe.
Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh, message.
Well, I guess La Media is back at it again because apparently they have LeBron James teaming up with another super team and another all-time great player and Stephen Curry, and then we got Jimmy Butler as the third option and Kristaps Porzingis as the fourth, and we got Draymond Green there to commit flagrant fouls every once in a while. So LeBron is apparently trying to join the Golden State Warriors this offseason, and watch what Colin Cowherd has to say about one Rich Paul. He's like, oh, Rich Paul, is hinting at this, so obviously LeBron's wanting this type of treatment. Oh, so you're telling me now that when Rich Paul is speaking, he's not just speaking for himself. He's an extension of LeBron. So every time I do a video, when I'm talking about Kobe, I'm talking about Jordan, and Rich Paul's taking shots, cheap shots as he usually does, we can't sit there and say that's his opinion. If he speaks for LeBron James, for most of the points where a guy like Colin Cowherd is using information, a big sports guy, way bigger than me, is using information about that and saying, well, Rich Paul's hinting at this, then we could sit there and come to the conclusion to say, when Rich Paul does speak this way, we do know it is an extension of LeBron James. So that hate is also an extension of LeBron James. Now, if you're new to this channel, my name is Tyler. This is Tyler Rose TV. Make sure y'all join our subscription, $6.99 a month, excuse me. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe and hit the bell. Let's get into what Colin Cowherd had to say. He don't miss what I got to say because I got a lot to say. I'm back in the studio. I'm still not feeling the greatest from my allergies, but I'm back. I was on vacation. Well, not really vacation. Just watching my nephew take the stage and graduate. Proud of you. Shout out to my nephew, Isaac. All right, let's get into this video, ladies and gentlemen.
Is LeBron's not really getting the response he wants from the Lakers. And remember, they have new owners. They're not going to say it publicly. They're not going to disrespect him. But we've seen Rich Paul say some things publicly which would lead you to believe LeBron doesn't want to be treated like somebody's baggage. And we also know Luka, Redick, and Austin Reeves are the top three priorities for the Lakers and should be. Luka's in his prime, Austin's in his prime, and you can't let Austin Reeves walk and get nothing. So the Lakers also, they may privately be like, it would be great. You know how in a breakup sometimes it's somebody wants it but doesn't want to hurt feelings or doesn't want to make it uncomfortable. It's you, not me. I think there's people in the building in Los Angeles that new owners wouldn't be the worst thing to see LeBron go. And I think the Warriors could pay him about $15 million. And I'm not going to tell LeBron to take a pay cut. You guys do what you want with your money. But LeBron's a billionaire. It's very likely LeBron is thinking, I'm too damn good to retire. It's the Tom Brady issue. I may not be a favorite to win the Super Bowl, but I'm still top 6 in the league. I think that's where LeBron is on any given night. He's too good to retire. So why not go play Curry, Kerr, Draymond with a rim protector out of college? That feels real to me. That doesn't feel kooky at all. So, and you say, well, a lot of things have to work. We know this. And I think this is difficult for LeBron. When you're the man and run the league for 20 years, outside of Adam Silver, LeBron was running the league. And now, Lakers are kind of interested, not really long-term committed. I mean, you don't have to give up anything. He's a free agent. $15 million gets him. I don't know. Also, you fly that Gulfstream or that Citation 10 from San Francisco to LA. Anytime you get an off day, it's a 40-minute flight. I don't know. Van Nuys is not that far. That airport's not that far from where LeBron lives. It feels like to me this would have legs. And I also think when you get older, there are things that matter a little bit less. Curry, Draymond, Kerr would make it easy. It'd be an easy lift for LeBron. You know what I mean? It's the resident stage. You could play 65 games. You'd play a lot of games at home. You'd feel love because somebody would be going out to grab you. LeBron's going to have options. The Knicks could be interested if they get flushed out quickly by the Spurs. Don't think they will, but they could. Cleveland would love to have him. They got embarrassed. I doubt he'd go there. But I mean, the Knicks, Cleveland, the Warriors show LeBron a little love. I don't think it's crazy. Like, at all. Don't think it's crazy. Now, J-Mac's rolling his eyes on this. But things change. You and I know, here's what we know to be true. The Lakers, new owners, love Redick, love Luka, and they are absolutely committed to signing Austin Reeves. Outside of that, there are no guarantees. Do you think it's possible that the Lakers ownership would like to move out of the LeBron stage, but they don't want to break up? They don't want to be the team that does it.
That's interesting. So that would essentially be LeBron walked away from us. You know.
So what I'm gonna first say here, ladies and gentlemen, is that what LeBron James should actually do. LeBron James, in my estimation, owes the Lakers loyalty. They drafted his son. They brought Anthony Davidson. They brought in Dwight Howard and Carmelo Anthony. They brought in Russell Westbrook. They brought in Rajon Rondo. They brought in Luka Doncic. They brought on his freaking coach, JJ Redick, his pod partner. They brought on his son, gave him guaranteed money when he wasn't even freaking worth guaranteed money. He did everything in his power. They did everything in their power to appease one LeBron James. And what does LeBron do? He says, hey, I want max money. Now, take a page out of Jalen Brunson's book. What does Jalen Brunson do? Takes a pay cut. Where is Jalen Brunson now? In the NBA Finals, up 2-1. Takes a pay cut, brings in the people that can actually help him win a championship, good pieces. That's what great players do. Number 2, LeBron James is going to join what? His third super team in his NBA career. He's going to be playing with an all-time great in Steph Curry, a top 15 player, the best three-point shooter of all time, the best shooter of all time, Jimmy Butler. Come on. That's another super team. So when you don't get it done and you still play at this high level, and we got to praise and kiss your feet for playing at this high level, but then you get a Steph Curry, you get a this guy, you get Jimmy Butler, all this stuff. Nah, the expectation is a championship. I don't want to hear the team is old. If the team is old, then why the fuck are you going there? And yeah, I just made my own self not swear. Yes, I did do that. So why the hell are you going there if your team is too old? Why? Because you want to win a championship. That's the only reason you should be playing, is to win a championship. Why else are you going there? So if you're hinting at going to a team, this team is going to be, have a roster that seems pretty fitting to win. You're expected to win. So when he loses and he fails, I don't want to hear any of the fans say it's because he's old. If he's old, retire, because the playoffs, he looked okay to me. He looked like he still can play. Now, one thing I'll say about this whole situation with LeBron is that this is another offseason where it's going to be a LeBron James summer. And people who probably question, hey, well, why do you talk about LeBron if you don't like him? Well, one, I don't dislike LeBron. I dislike some of his antics. And for one, I'm a basketball channel and I like to speak about basketball. LeBron James is supposed to be the GOAT, right? If he's the GOAT, then why can't I talk about the GOAT? It's because I don't talk about him in a great positive way all the time. Well, I got news for you. Find other channels to watch. My name is Tyler. It's Tyler Rose TV. My opinion on this whole situation: if LeBron fails again with another super team, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Are we going to continue to make excuses? Or are we going to continue to look at this guy and say, well, you got the pieces, get the job done. Are you great? Are you not? And I understand this team is old. They'll be an incredibly old team. All right, we understand. But there's an expectation when you call yourself the GOAT. You think you're the greatest of all time? Show and prove. You think you're the greatest of all time? The greatest of all time to me doesn't actually have to go to new super teams every few seasons to win championships. People go to you because they want to win. You got the blueprint, they're going to come to you. Oh, we're going to go to LeBron because we want to win. That's typically what happens when you're great. They come to you to win, they come to you to learn, and you deliver. So you go on this play with Steph's team. That's Steph's team. It won't be your team. Just saying. These are my thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. And I'm going to see y'all next one. Peace.